Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're taking a look at Monkeyball, a brand new project coming on the Solana network, and I am so excited for this. I think this is going to be a big one. We're going to be talking about how to get in on the IDO today, talking through the game and what you can expect from this and why it's going to be so big. So, this is feature content. The guys at Monkeyball, they gave me a private allocation just so that you're aware of that. I invested in it because I thought this looks like I love football, but then it also has this kind of good quality gaming aspect, great design, and I saw potential with a good team behind it, something on the Solana network, which I think the Solana network is begging for a really good, talisman game. You've got on Avalanche, Krabada, that's their talisman game. Avalanche were even backing it by dropping airdrops of AVAX for people playing it. And I think this is going to be Solana's flagship. That's what I was looking for, not talisman. Flagship game. And yeah, let the games begin. Right, let's get into it. So this is what you can expect from it. The game is next-gen esports metaverse that enables players to create, play, compete, and earn. It combines high production value, multiplayer gaming with Solana blockchain, NFTs, and decentralized finance to deliver exciting turn-based play-to-earn soccer game that's easy to learn yet hard to master. There's going to be 3 modes: player versus environment, training mode to increase your monkey's overall abilities, player versus player, which is a classic game where players will control the entire team, and team versus team, where each team is being played and controlled by multiple players. So it's going to be the game that you can actually compete as a team and maybe just control certain players. Like imagine playing FIFA with like four different people. I mean, it could get quite complicated, but then there's going to be, that's where the hard to master comes in, because good communication could make a big difference in this game. Roadmap as follows. October was all about developing Monkey Books token sale, which I don't know what happened there, because I haven't seen the Monkey Books token pre-sale, because we've got the IDO coming in November. Maybe that's just forming the contract. And we've got the IDO, this is November. So the 30th of November, get that in your calendars. That is when the launch, the Star launch IDO is actually happening. So keep note of that, but actually keep note of some earlier dates, which you're gonna look at, because you need to get to work on getting involved in this now to get registered. December, there will be NFT drops for the monkeys. In December, we'll also see Pioneers Gear Up Camp. We can see early Q1, there will be the in-game store launch. Q1 breeding season. We have mid Q1 game launch PvE. Early Q2 treasury launch. Mid Q2 PvP. Mid Q2 stadium NFT drop. And then these are how the NFTs will work. So monkeys are the team's players introduced by NFT assets owned by game players. Monkeys serve as an income generator, allowing a player to earn monkey bucks by winning matches. Monkey NFTs are more than just a beautiful collection. Each monkey NFT has a unique DNA composed of cool appearance, trainable abilities, accuracy, passing, strength and control, and special elements unique to his role, so scorer, defender, midfielder or goalkeeper. A monkey's DNA and rarity affects the player's ability to play and win matches. Generation 0 of monkeys will be limited to 5,000 monkeys out of nearly 4 billion possible permutations, and dictating the rarity of each NFT. Holding an original monkey gives you special perks as well, so you can have an airdrop of game tokens, advance your player in pre-game training camp, early breeding season, and early access to land sales. So getting in this from the ground up is going to be a big thing, and giving you an advantage in probably making a good return on this. Now, going into this, the marketing campaign has been very big, and my sense of that is they're reaching out to YouTubers, but they're also reaching out to a lot of big influencers. So I know that they have got in contact with some. They've been. Now, one of the reasons why I think this is going to be big is not only does it look like a good game, but they look like they have a strong marketing campaign behind them. They've got in touch very early with a lot of YouTubers and influencers like myself, and they have offered us private sales, and we've got in it. That gives us an advantage in terms of we get it at a cheaper price, but it means that we're personally invested in the project. I mean, I wouldn't personally invest the amount of money that I invested into this, which is $3,000. I'm open about my funds and what I spend. I wouldn't have invested in it if I didn't think it was a good game. And you know, also it has a vesting period, so we're locked. We're not going to get it all on token generation event. But it means that all those influencers are going to be, you know, actually kind of incentivized to keep pushing this project, which is going to be good for getting it out there and increasing the player base and then increasing the quality of the game as a whole. We have FAQs. What is Monkeyball? It's a turn-based play-to-earn game, soccer game offering high production value, gaming experience. Matches are played between two teams with the 4 monkeys playing at the positions of scorer, defender, midfielder and goalkeeper, with 6 rounds of play per half. The first team of 3 goals wins. Back at HQ, boost your monkey's abilities and in-game performance by caring for them and training them, as well as increasing their morale. Stadium owners are rewarded for matches they host, while other players can be spectators and influence the gameplay by cheering on a winning team to increase their gameplay. When a match ends, the in-game currency token, Monkey Bucks, is split between the winning team, the stadium owner, and the spectators who rooted for the team. Imagine having like me versus another YouTuber and having all my subscribers being supporters, and then, you know, us having a bigger support than another team and maybe winning because of your support. That'd be great. How can I participate in the game and earn income? So there's multiple ways, both active and passive. So getting involved in the game as a spectator, you can earn. So be a match spectator and earn for cheering on the winning team. Once a match ends, the winning team, stadium owner, and the spectators that rooted for the winning team receive a split of the winnings of a match in money bucks. How do you buy one? And then Monkey NFT? By participating in the NFT drop happening on this December. Specific details coming soon. The sale will include a limited quantity of monkeys at a fixed price of 2 souls. Now that's quite a lot. That is $400 entry price, and you're going to need 4 monkeys, remember. So that is 8 soul, but that's provided, you know, you're getting, you know, defender, attacker, midfielder, goalkeeper. The rarity of the monkey that each purchaser receives will be set randomly, and the monkeys will be sent to the buyers immediately once the sale is concluded. Now, even if you do get 4 strikers, you do have the option to just swap it. You know, you'll be able to trade it on an open market. How do I buy Stadium? Later this year, they'll offer a limited supply of Stadiums and exclusive NFT drops. For more details, join Discord and Telegram. I recommend getting in on all their socials early so that you are, you know, involved in the project and up to date with announcements, and also getting involved in some potential airdrops. Can I improve my monkey skills? Each monkey NFT has a unique DNA composed of appearance, trainable abilities, and special elements. For each trait, a rare monkey will have a high initial score for any of his traits or a high potential score. Players can customize their monkeys with uniforms, jewelry, boots, and other game assets that serve as boosters to their skills, meaning that when monkeys consume in-game items, they improve their skills. And you can learn more about it in the Telegram and Score. It is going to be a dual tokenomics, so they're going to have the governance token of Score as well as Monkey Bucks. Monkey Bucks is the in-game currency powering the in-game economy, and players can get MBS by buying it on the dexes, opening loot boxes, completing missions, winning matches, watching games as spectators, or hosting games in their stadiums. Players can spend MBS to breed new monkeys and to buy consumable gaming items in the game store. So getting on hold of these NFTs early and getting them for 2 soul doesn't mean you've lost your soul in that. You obviously could sell them on, but also you can breed them. Usually that first breed is cheaper than the amount you can sell them for, so you can make your money back through the future breeds. The project has some notable backers, including Solana, and they have a huge social network already. In the past month, they've already accrued 75k followers. Above that, Discord over 55,000, Telegram at 30,000. So it has already attracted a lot of people, and that's a good sign going into a project with that, because that means a lot of token holders. Now, one of the reasons I got involved in this is the experience of the team. So the chief product officer from Playtika, Raz Friedman, is involved in this project, and their experience is unmatched. They have experience with lots of different games like Slotomania, Poker Heat, Bingo Blitz, House of Fun, many others. Playtika is a massive game developer, and it's publicly listed and traded on the Nasdaq. So this is a team that has at the top of it someone who knows how to create a game. And you may think to yourself, this person has experience in gambling games, but gambling games and play-to-earn games have a lot in common. They are all percentage-based, you know, tend to be working out the odds that you are going to win something, win a match based on your stats and how those percentages compare against your opponents, and then how you divvy up the rewards to, the player, the stadium owner, and the supporters. They're all percentages and odds, and understanding that means you're probably going to have a lot of good experience and be well set up for creating a game within the play to earn space. The co-founder and CEO is somebody with a bit of experience in blockchain and financial ecosystem. So you have more members on top of that, which I think offer a lot of expertise in the areas. So you've got talent acquisition, legal, UI, specialist, senior product manager, head of product, senior developer. We've got game design, finance, senior economist, token expert, game design expert. So it's a huge team, head of marketing, talent acquisition, back to that. A huge team behind it, which is what you want for a game of this size. Now, the IDO, how do we get involved on that? That's the big question. Because now IDOs are some of the best opportunities to get in a coin early and make some of the biggest gains. They usually involve vesting periods. We didn't see that in Crabada. We saw a token generation event giving them all the funds. But there's a downside to that. Like me, you might sell your tokens off very soon and sell them for 17 grand and think, I've made a really good deal there. But then a week later, which I found, is they were worth $130,000. So having these locked periods of tokens actually does protect you from your own urge to sell something. So let's talk about how to get in on the IDO. The IDO will take place on the 30th of November. You don't have long to get involved on this. Right, so November 30th, Monkeyball will host a sale of its highly anticipated MBS token and an initial DEX offering on Star Launch platform, with registration for the IDO opening on the 27th. So mark the date of the 30th and also the 27th for the IDO opening for registration. The total supply of Monkey Books is 1 billion, with exactly 1% available through IDO on Star Launch at an IDO price of 0.04. And these are the way the MBS is allocated. So we see private sale got 14%. That's where they've been offering private sales to influencers. So it's a big portion of it compared to the Launchpad. So if you think how many people have been getting in on that, it's a lot. Monkey Books is the main currency in game, and it will be available on DEXs and central exchanges. Mining it, opening loot boxes, or winning it through completing missions, winning matches, being a spectator, or hosting games in own stadiums. With players, you can breed new monkeys, bolster the current ones, buy consumable items in game stores. So there's going to be lots of utility to it in the game, which will be good for the economy of maintaining a good price and potentially leading to an increase in it in the long run. It's a cap token with a limited supply, so as the economy of the game grows, as does the demand for MBS and its rate. Holding MBS has massive perks and advantages prior to Monkeyball's first game mode being released. Holding it grants you premier access to much anticipated NFT drops. No BS, no monkeys. Farming MBS for rewards once the IDO is completed will announce a reward plan for holders of MBS. Access to upcoming pioneers, gear up camp, gear up and accumulate resources before the game begins, and breeding season with MBS and monkey NFTs. Be the first to breed the next generation of monkeys, which will enable you to complete a team or even sell monkeys in the market. So getting in now is key to see some really good big potential in the future. So here's how the IDO will work and key points that you need to know. November the 26th, participants must be KYC'd before this date. If you don't know what that is, it's know your customer. That's where you have to, use your details like passport, driver's license to confirm you are who you say you are. Then November the 27th, registration begins and hydrazine contribution will occur. So you'll be able to stake the STARS token to be able to earn hydrazine. 2 days you'll be able to do that, and the hydrazine contribution window will close, and then you will get to be able to purchase the allocation on November the 30th. Likelihood is, the more stars you earn at stake, the more hydrazine you'll earn. The more hydrazine you earn, the bigger the allocation you'll be able to purchase. So purchase as much as you want to, and much as you can afford. Be aware the stars token has obviously boomed recently. So if we check out the FTX stars token, we can see that it's up 1.59%, but in the past couple of weeks, it's gone up 133% there, 24% there. Now, what you tend to see after launchpads have finished these staking periods is people sell it off. So be wary of that. And so there is some element of risk is if you are going to stake at this point. But as I say, MBS token could be well worth getting your hand on, and whatever you lose in that, you'll hopefully get back in the gains that you make off that. Right, next up, we need to know how to get your stars. So you can do this via either, I'd recommend either using FTX. If you've already got FTX account, it's the easiest way to acquire it. You'll likely have some funds already deposited into there. Search stars, you've got the USD matchup, and use USD to purchase your stars. That's what I've done. So you can see I completed an order, so market order, and I bought 50%. Well, no, I bought 100% of what I had. So if we look at my wallet now, you'll see that I have got some Ori and some stars token. So next up, I would probably withdraw that into my Phantom wallet. If you don't have FTX, you can just go to Radium, which is basically like the Solana version of PancakeSwap, where you can just swap whatever your currency is into stars. So you're not limited to USDC there. If I own something else, let's say I own Sol, you can use that and swap that for stars. Enter the amount and go through. If it fails, just maybe slightly increase the slippage tolerance. Once you've got that, then get to the second point, which is where you stake your stars to accrue hydrazine. Staking will be announced by Star Launch once available. Once hydrazine is accrued, you can contribute Monkeyball IDO by visiting starlaunch.com and selecting the Monkeyball project. These aren't available on the website at the moment, so don't bother trying to go on there and find it. It will become live later on. The KYC with Star Launch is done through Fractal. If you're not completed the KYC process, you will be first directed there. Once the hydrazine coin is acquired, these tickets can be used for Monkeyball's IDO allocation. Each participant will receive an IDO allocation proportional to the relative contribution size of the hydrazine in the pool, with a limit on total allocation per participant. So, if you're getting in on this and you want to go big on it, you're probably going to acquire, you're probably going to need a fair amount of stars. Be aware that if you do stake, say $1,000, you might not get that big of allocation. Gene, that was so heavily oversubscribed, so popular that I got one Gene from $1,000. So, you're going to have to take that into account that you might not get a huge allocation if you put in a fair amount of dollars. So to KYC before the 26th, what you can do is visit the link that I put down below. It's starlaunch/KYC, and it'll take you to Fractal ID, the official partner of Starlaunch KYC. From there, you will have to sign up. So I can put in my email address. I'm not going to take you through it because obviously it's confidential documents that I'll be showing, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It takes you through all the processes nicely. Obviously, some countries are going to be exempt from taking part in launch pads, so make sure that you are in a country that is okay to be able to do it. And once you've done that, you are ready. You can stake it, be ready, set those dates in your calendars for the 27th for the staking period, get that hydrazine, and get your IDO allocation. Now, I have a feeling this is going to be heavily oversubscribed, so I do think you're going to have to stake a lot to get a lot of hydrazine. But if you manage to get in on it and have a fair amount, you might pick some up. And at private sale, you only get 5% distribution at Token Generation event. But on the launch pad, on this sale, you'll get 40% distributed at Token Generation, then 30% the next month, 30% the following month. So you'll get 100% within 2 months. Whereas Token Generation event for private sale vesting period is 18 months. You get 18 months linear vesting at 5.28% monthly. Now, the benefit of putting private sale is you do get, everybody got a 40% discount on the token price. So, by the time it's at Launchpad, it's already 2x, which is, this is why some of these private allocations are really big to get in and big opportunities. I'd like to set up some system where potentially in the future where we can, I don't know how I would do it, but have like a group thing where I can maybe provide some of the allocation, private allocation towards my viewers. The problem is with vesting periods, sending people every single month would be a nightmare. But I'll have a think about how I'd do it. Maybe it'll just, I'll have 10% of what we get and that goes into a reward pool. But yeah, I'm really excited for the project, regardless of profit. I just think the game looks really attractive. The game design, the quality of it looks really good. The team are really friendly and nice, good communication between them. So that's my experience of what I've had with them. So they've probably got good communication with other influencers, and a good team makes a good project. So go check it out. You can check out the white paper that's available. I didn't want to go into that because there's a lot of information in there. It just breaks down exactly what you can expect from the game. Shows a bit more of what the gameplay will look like. It just shows that they're, you know, some way in already developing this and working it towards being a ready game for its targeted date in the roadmap. So check some of that out if you want to see any more specific details. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe when you keep updated with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.